Hi there, that's right, it's Nick back again on the Get Me Off Grid video blog. It's great to be here. Now, my initial plan was to wait until I've got something like a really big and profound to tell you about, like the next thing that I'm doing to assist myself in getting one step further off grid, which is still the goal, okay? But I haven't really done all that much in the way of new development since that time. I've been practicing with Slingshot. I've been trying to work out what else to do as far as my own preparations is concerned. Of course, I started this channel, during the days when we had that big bright ball of fire up in the sky. That's right, it was like spring or summertime. And now it's December, and it is stormy. We have gales, which are so noisy they will keep you up all night at the moment here in England. And we have got rain, which is so intense that basically it feels like your face is being sandpapered when you're going out for a walk down to the shops to buy yourself a pack of chewing gum. You know, it's absolutely appalling. So it's difficult to do without much in the way of outdoor stuff. Never mind, the only thing I could really show you is I got rid of my cheap catapult. Well, not got rid of it, I'm not using it now. And I've upgraded to a Black Widow, which is good. But there's a few things wrong with the design, in my humble opinion. It could reduce the way I'm using it, namely the bracket tends to pinch on my hand when the shot has been fired. That can be remedied, I think, with using much heavier shot, and also just using a different style of muscular control on the hand grip itself. But either way, I think that's going to prove to be quite a useful killing tool. I'm about to start building relationships with people who own land in the area, so I can then get out there and start doing some damage, which I think is going to be enjoyable. And of course, I've been doing the research that's required into cleaning squirrels, I think is the phrase. Of course, it isn't cleaning, is it? It's ripping off the skin and ripping the guts out after you have beheaded the creature and torn its paws off, thus providing you with good meat that you can cook. And of course, a hide which you can then dry over a period of 4 days using lots of salt, and then use for anything else. It might be quite worthwhile with the squirrels that I do kill to actually use the hides as replacement pouches. If the bands are real strong on a slingshot catapult, I think that can actually tear the pouch. If the snap is good, but the power is not quite so much there, and you're using light ammo, I think that that's more likely to, well, you get different forms of wear depending upon different forms of usage. Let's just say that. But that's only a small part of the whole thing. What I intend to do for the new year is get myself more solar and get more solar panels made. That's like a must, okay? Look more into wind power. Look more into a bicycle generator. Work out what I'm going to grow during this particular year. And now I've got the food preservation technology of canning as well as dehydrating. Things are moving another step further. I will want to get myself a vacuum packer so that I can vacuum pack my dehydrated goods, less of a risk of mold and bacteria on the surface of the dehydrated foods. I'm going to, or I'm planning on having a lighting system built into this place so all the lighting can be completely off-grid lighting first. You know, that's the next big thing to do. There's lots to get done. I mean, I've been showing you things which you can do at home, including using the haybox cooking method, which I still use a few times a week, so that saves me energy. But saving energy is not the whole thing. Okay, saving energy is good, but it's a step towards going off-grid. It's not being off-grid. And I'm just going to need a lot more solar and a lot more stuff to be able to get this done. And I'm making this project happen on a shoestring income, because that's the way that things are, especially for self-employed people. I know a lot of pretty successful people who are struggling big time during this particular recession. And my impression is that over the next 3 months, things are going to start to get a little more tricky. So everybody watch out, learn to be frugal, try and save money if you can, try and live on, well, do what I do, live on lentils and rice and buckwheat and basically cheap dried goods. Learn how to sprout your brown lentils and green lentils, because they can be very good nutritionally as well, and try and cook these things in energy efficient ways to try and save you cash. I mean, this is what this particular era is basically all about. I don't want this channel to be just about economic paranoia, although we've got enough to be genuinely afraid of rather than irrationally paranoid about, if you get my drift. You know, the economy of the world is in a serious state, and it's going to have more and more of an impact on you and your life. And I don't care whether you're an upper middle class person who's got lots of money coming in, you know, or whether you're someone who's poor and struggling or living from paycheck to paycheck or on benefits or whatever. You know, you may be affected by what's happening in the real world outside of your front door, which is another reason why I'm trying to persuade people to find a way. Okay, it's important that you find a way of surviving during a time of austerity, and if you can just add to, let's say, your energy. If you get one solar panel built and you get a grid tie inverter, and you can spend like 3 or 6 months getting one panel made, and get enough money together for one grid tie inverter, okay, the result will lower your bills in the summer. It's a fact. And that could be a good long-term preparation thing. Just something to bear in mind. So I do want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. You know, enjoy this season, but be aware I think things are going to get hard for everybody, and I'm worried for you. And just don't worry for me and everybody else out there. Look after yourself.